Welcome guys, this is the Elite Classic 2nd edition in a run of best of 3 against Corvinus and Faye. Corvinus now using the Holy Roman Empire and Faye actually using the Order of the Dragon. This is gonna be really interesting. We are in a map here that has a lot of water, has a bunch of deep water fish, a lot of shoreline fish. So both players most likely will wanna go water. Faye actually opening up with the barracks. Looks like it's the one who's gonna be trying to deny his opponent's dock. So let's see how it goes. Spearman in production already. Now this is a map where some resources are in the back, but most big resources are in the middle. Food also in the middle, and it's also a very small, it's a small map. It's very similar to Coastal Cliff in a way that you have a very limited amount of space to fight, but this time you can actually go to fish. And we already see the Spearman going to Corvinus dock. Let's see what's Corvinus' reaction to this, because this is not a regular Spearman. This is like actually sending 2 Spearmen, pretty much like the Mongol, you know, where they actually get the Uvu and they can send 2 Spearmen to your dock. And Corvinus, without being in the feudal age, he won't be able to actually deal with this directly. Look at that damage from that Spearman. Holy, that doing 10 damage each hit. So gonna be pushing away that villager. One more hit. Will he manage to take the hit? He managed to take the first villager of the game. Taken down. Very well played by Faye. Already sending another Spearman. Like, gonna camp the gold here. And when it comes to dealing with the Holy Roman Empire, you want to always camp the gold. Now Corvinus doesn't have gold at the moment, but he will need soon. And there you go. See a tower here. Now the dock is gonna try to get denied. They are already sending the second Spearman here. Now this gilded Spearman actually, I believe they do more damage to... They do more torch damage than the average unit. I believe so. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, that basically only 2 Spearmen should be able to deal with this. Looks like Corvinus canceled the outpost here. And now another Spearman will come here. It's like he didn't expect just another one. But Spearman gonna get a lot of hits from the town center, and actually the prelate saving the day, healing that unit. Just gonna fight forever. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Pain is just an emotional thing. There's no physical damage. And it's actually working for him because he cannot really push into the prelate. Actually, very cool. Actually try to take down the prelate, and there will be a big hit for Corvinus if he loses that first prelate. Well, let's take a look at Faye's base. She already aging up with the main work palace, which makes sense. Because the Archon Chapel for the Order of the Dragon is just not as good as the one in the Holy Roman Empire. Looks like this dock won't be able to be taken down. Already rushing with 9 villagers. Will Corvinus be able to take a military ship before this dock gets burned? And the A-ship goes through. Will she upgrade? Immediately upgrades to the hardened version of the Spearman. She knows she needs that extra damage. And already A galley, it's coming. But I don't think it's gonna be enough time. Will he cancel the galley? The dog goes down. Well played by Faye. Now Corvinus lose access to the water. Looks like he's just gonna stay playing on the ground for the moment, just like his opponent. Actually, Faye going for the board with only 5 villagers. Something that we see very often coming from the Order of the Dragon. They like to go with 5 villagers because they are stronger. They have more health. So, you know, they can just build an outpost here and just be safe. So, gonna get the boar here in the middle. There's only one boar in this map actually. So, yeah, it's gonna be very nice for her, especially because she didn't go for the water. But now Corvinus already have another ship here. This time, getting a galley just to make sure she don't take down that dog. Does she know about it? She haven't even scouted this area, so she may not even notice. Well, Faye starting to produce man-at-arms. Change to income per minute. Faye having a lot of food economy at the moment just because she got the board. Corvinus, because he lost the water, he needs to restart his economy for the water. It's gonna be a little bit tough for him. Well, a single man-at-arms to the town center just to cause some idle time. I don't know if this is worth it. I already have +1 range armor, so it's just gonna be a little bit tankier. But force his opponent to not gather food for the moment. Now, 2 barracks coming in the response for Corvinus. You know what? I'm also gonna go man-at-arms. And when it comes to man-at-arms, actually the Holy Roman Empire is not in a really bad spot because they have the best man-at-arms in the game. Of course, these man-at-arms are the gilded man-at-arms, but these man-at-arms comes with heavy maces and a bunch of other upgrades you can get later. But you know, the heavy maces, that's a really big, it's a big thing for them. And now Faye causing some idle time here, forcing Corvinus to just run with the villagers. And you know, just sending those man-at-arms actually, it looks like it's working for her. Meanwhile, an archer came here. I didn't even see the archer range. There you go, archer range. Makes sense. Grabbing a lot of wood. Might as well make some archers. I actually made a single archer. I don't know if it's trying to bait Faye to go for horseman, but it's only 1 archer. And he just sent it there, you know? It's like, it's okay, it's gonna go archer. So to me this looks like a really fake aggression, you know? It's like, oh, like this guy went archers. Like now I know which unit to create next, that he already solved my problem. But in reality, I don't think he's gonna create more. Now, man-at-arm numbers looking good for Corvinus. Managed to scare those man-at-arms. Or remember, they have the golden curious. They take 20% less damage when they are below 30% health, so they're gonna have a little bit of an advantage at the end of the fight. Well, Faye with a battering ram, where is it? Where is the battering ram? I don't see it. There you go, a couple of spearmen building the battering ram. Try to deny the food again for Corvinus. Food economy already looking really good for Corvinus. Having those fishing ships already having the lead in the economy for the moment. Like the ram, don't have any challenger here. Like Faye, I already stopped the production of military units. And she's really close to go castle, actually. Meanwhile, Corvinus is not as close as Faye. And he's still producing man-at-arms. Looks like the battering ram will take down the dog. It's another dog here. Going for Corvinus. Looks like he's just gonna swap the places, you know. Move those fishing ships to the other side of the lake. And he should be good to go. More man-at-arm numbers. Coming for Corvinus. +1 melee damage. Actually, Faye already had those upgrades, so in a really good spot. Corvinus still producing man-at-arms. Are very foot heavy units, 100 foot each. And now Faye is actually on the lead with the Regnis Cathedral. She's gonna be able to grab those relics. Remember, those relics are really close to your base. Which means your opponent basically has no relics for himself if he's not fast about it. Needs to start doing something about it. I don't know if he already scouted. Take a look at the Corvinus vision. He didn't scout it, but now he knows. His opponent is on Castle Age, and now he needs to stop producing whatever is it that he was producing and start going Castle Age himself. Problem is, the relics are just not gonna be there for Corvinus anymore. Let's take a look at Faye. Already moving the prelate. Only a single prelate for now. That's the bad thing about the Order of the Dragon. They don't get access to the prelates before Castle Age. Corvinus rushing to go castle himself. And now he still can potentially get those relics. But it's a little bit risky, so it looks like he's gonna go get the burger here. Gonna be the Burger King to produce those man-at-arms really fast. Especially upgrade the ones he already have. And it's gonna be man-at-arms against man-at-arms. But Faye already mixing some crossbows. Corvinus gonna be careful not to lose this dog. One of his main food economy is here, and even if you go, the Burger Palace, if you don't have the food to support the constant production of these man-at-arms, then or there is basically no value. Faye already grabbing one relic already home, 2 more coming home. This one most likely going home, leaving only Corvinus with a single relic. This feels so bad as the Holy Roman Empire to have only one relic. Well, man-at-arms. Do they have the heavy maces? They do have the... They do have the heavy maces. They will get the two-handed weapon soon. And there you go. Two-handed weapons. Meaning they will have extra 3 damage. Marching drills also coming for him. And the problem is, now you're dealing with crossbows. These crossbows are no joke. Good thing for him is only 3 for the moment. Still do quite a decent damage. Managed to take down the prelate. 4th relic coming home for Faye. And it's gonna be the one next to Corvinus' place. Looks like Faye is gonna have at her home all the 5 relics. But this is a fight Corvinus don't really want to take. But Faye already lost her front line. Still, those crossbows alive. Spring placement on this outpost. Managed to take one. That relic. Gonna get the other one now. Prelate, still a little bit lazy today. More productions coming for Corvinus. Looks like either horsemen or knights, or probably you're gonna see horsemen, where your opponent has a lot of crossbow. Gonna have a unit to deal with those. They are already gathering the berries in the front. Corvinus no need to gather more food. Have a lot of resources here. He's gonna protect those dogs at all costs. Like, they're already giving a lot of food for him. Meanwhile, Lankenek in the mix for Corvinus. Secret site's gonna be captured in the middle. Looks like it's only one secret site. Are there two secret sites? Oh, there is another secret site here in the island. Actually, there are more than 5 relics here. The 6th relic is actually here. I didn't even notice. But looks like Corvinus has already sent the prelate to get it. So, I guess at the end of the day, Corvinus will have one relic for himself. But look at the gold income for Faye. Already 1000 gold a minute. It's in a very good spot. But Corvinus has the water, so still ahead when it comes to the economy count. Don't forget those ships count as villagers. So he will have more extra wood for production. More villagers available for gathering gold. +2 range armor coming for Corvinus. Sacred site capture here. This one is gonna be a little bit hard to decap. +2 range attack coming for Faye. Like, more walls coming here. It's gonna be stone walls actually. Start segmenting the map. Gonna add Lankenek to the mix. Like Corvinus will have a mix of horseman, Lankenek, man-at-arms. No range units for him. But Faye has an army of also, that's a lot of prelates. And you know, the prelates will actually buff. No, they get 15% extra damage. Oh, look at that. Those man-at-arms are really scary. Crossbows actually not attacking the right unit. There you go. Crossbows now focusing on the man-at-arms. It looks like Corvinus will win this fight. Still, it's a very decent number of crossbows. Are they able to one-shot one man-at-arm? Let's take a look. Well, I don't know if they had, but now they don't for sure. Lankenet managed to take 2 of them at the same time. 3 crossbows went down. More crossbows coming for Faye. Now that's the power of the burger. Constantly producing man-at-arms. And not any kind of man-at-arms, just Holy Roman man-at-arms. Like Corvinus lost his mass. But it was a decent trade for both of them. Pretty equal actually. In terms of destroy value, actually Corvinus, I think he got more at the end. Now the question is, will Faye try to go Imperial Age? We already have a decent amount of gold. Will potentially focus her efforts into getting more and more food.
ihr gebauetes Buch. Das soll mich überleben. Solche Arbeit
Things start to get quiet at the moment. Bot players just gathering army. Archery range here. A couple of them. 3 archery range actually. Gonna add crossbows of his own. There's no way. There's no other way. I mean, the man-at-arms is just such a even match against the gilded man-at-arms. They just have maybe less attack, but much more defense due to gold and curious. Well, monastery here just to drop the relic, or not to, or just to get some upgrades here. Probably gonna get some upgrades. Veteran archers coming for Corvinus. Wheelbarrow just got for Corvinus now. All this time he was not playing with Wheelbarrow. Meanwhile, Spearman going for Veteran Spearman going for Faye. Actually, very interesting. Considering your opponent is only having horsemen, not really knights. I mean, man-at-arms do quite okay against those horsemen. But still, of course, these spearmen are quite fearsome. They do quite a lot of damage. And looks like both armies are very similar in army value again. Looks like Faye, in an attempt to control the water, actually produce some military ships, but Corvinus is very well aware of it. Actually went for water herself. Corvinus knows about this. He already sent ships at the same time. More units fighting here. Looks like a raid will happen here, and this one is a very scary one. You gotta be careful here, because this Lankenet can do quite a lot of damage. Let's see if they manage to hit a lot of them. Oh my god, that's a lot of villagers went out by those Lankenet. Now Corvinus got the water, but Faye got a huge value from this raid. Looks like the villagers will manage to garrison into the town center just in time, but a lot of villagers went down in this raid with the Lankenek. One of the best units for raiding if your opponent doesn't really spot you. Now Faye actually going for archers of her own. Are these veteran archers already? These are veteran archers, and there is a very important upgrade coming. It's gonna be the scale armor, range armor +3, basically mitigating Corvinus archers. Just not gonna do much damage. Corvinus in a really tight spot. The only thing that is saving him for now is the water. But Faye has more and more military units. Those prelates are just healing the wounded. Desperate market for Corvinus just to trade resource. Gonna have to sell some gold. Well, let's take a look at Faye's base. Arm transition not really there yet. Failed the attempt to go into the water, so all those resources who have been go to farms. The market gonna get burned. Corvinus just gonna sell the gold before it's too late. Battering ram pushing into Corvinus base. Gonna start torching. I don't know if those spearmen have the upgrade. Let's take a look. No upgrade for the heavy torches yet. Could be really scary when it gets to a point like this. Especially when you find farms, like you have that upgrade and it's just... It feels so good to burn just pretty much everything at the same time. Like the monastery will go down. I'm still not sure why a monastery was created. Probably just to get some prelates out of it. But then I'm just focusing on the houses, on the production. Herbal medicine. Why not for Faye? We have 7 prelates. Each workshop on the way. I've used a little bit too close to his opponent. There we have an army value of 10,000, 130 military units. Where are they coming from? Mangonel on the way. Gonna be careful not to lose the Mangonel here. Potentially try to get another one. Corvinus will be in trouble with housing soon. They start building traps. Mangonel goes up, managed to get a shot. Doesn't do much damage. Managed to get a second shot. Not quite as good as he expected. Villager trying to repair the Mangonel. And I don't know if Faye will want to fight against this army. Decent shot at the crossbows at the back. Archers keep focusing on those gilded archers, but they have a lot of range armor. Luckily for Corvinus, he has a lot of units here. Another Mangonel. Double shot. Very nice defense coming from Corvinus. At the same time, the keep already here. Traps starting to take down the keep. Meanwhile, Faye focusing on that dock. Corvinus building another dock just in case. He doesn't have the army to deal with that. Burgrave not really producing the units you want. I mean, at this point you really need to go horseman. You're pretty much forced to go horseman with so many archers and crossbows. 3 Mangonels coming for Corvinus. But look at how much HP those guys have. 145 HP. Looks like this keep is gonna go down. Corvinus will lose access to the gold in the middle. There are 3 traps here. Take a look at Faye's army. Mostly archers, spearmen. I have one Springle for herself. Isn't Mangonel shot coming from Corvinus here? Send one villager just to repair the Mangonel. Another shot. Didn't manage to do some more damage here. Like he's retreating. Gotta be careful not to lose against those Springles. Do crossbows do extra damage against the siege? Did he get the upgrade? Springles for Corvinus also there. Mangonel being healed by the villagers. Managed to get another decent shot. Oh, the spearmen are already there. Springle's still alive. Managed to get another shot. Corvinus doing a really good job on defending those mangonels, but now his army is gone. Only keep just producing man-at-arms at the moment. His economy not really in the best place. And the mangonel goes down. Another mangonel goes down. And I don't think Corvinus can get out of this one. And indeed, he taps out. Faye takes the second match in the best of 3. We'll see the next one.